So I am just wanting to connect in with you guys. I am, do pause. Oh, it's live. Hi. So I just wanted to shoot a quick live. Let me know that you can hear me okay. I'm going to make sure that the microphone is okay. I'm doing both live, both Facebook. Hi, both Facebook and also Instagram. So it's a little bit of an experiment. Normally I only go live on Facebook, and I've been very quiet for the last 3-4 weeks because I've been on a spiritual retreat. I've been sustained in this amazing high vibrational bubble, as it were, for 3 weeks, and now have come back into the world with a bump. And really I've been tuning in, and I've been looking at what's really going on from a spiritual and energetic perspective, which I'd like to share with you. I've also done a full channeling on that. You're going to find that on my latest blog post, which you'll find at chloecousins.com. And also on my Facebook page as well. I've done it as an audiogram, so you'll be able to connect into that. I am hoping. Hey, Samantha. Sorry, Samantha, I'm looking at you over that screen. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Samantha. I'm so pleased you're able to join me live. I should just about be able to see your questions, guys. I'm looking over there because it's over on my desktop, and also on Instagram here as well. So if you've got any questions, please do just write them out, and I will try to answer them. But what I wanted to do today was just to give a higher perspective. You know, at times of crisis, at times of that dark night of the soul, that all of this and everything that's kind of pushing like a huge global awakening, it's so important to try and keep that higher perspective as possible. So what I feel is pushing every single one of us to do is to shift consciousness. So wherever you are at right now in your level of awareness and your level of a consciousness, what is happening globally is pushing each one of us to really connect with our true sense of self, who we truly are at a really deep level of being. Now, this is being really accelerated by this new moon in Aries, because Aries deal with your sense of self, who you are at a really fundamental level, but more who do you think you are, who do you believe yourself to be. So we, as spiritual beings, we understand ourselves to be like a light being, to be a divine being. But this is not our intellectual understanding. This is all those layers, all those kind of patterns that we have, that we've accumulated over lifetimes, that stop us from knowing that to be an absolute reality, fully embodied, right? And so at times of personal crisis, at times of global crisis, this is an aspect, because what it's doing is it's triggering us. It's triggering each one of us, however you get triggered, whatever that trigger is, to pull up those patterns, those beliefs, those perceptions, those emotions that have been blocking us from knowing who we truly are, from really knowing who we truly are. And so we are being pushed right now. It's a huge challenge for each one of us. But what's so important is to understand and be able to keep on shifting your frequency, keep on shifting your frequency. And you do that by connecting in with what you're feeling, what you're getting triggered by. Maybe it's your health. Maybe it's the finances, the economy. Maybe it's other people. However you're getting triggered, connect to those emotions and then work through those emotions to shift them. Because if you go into those emotions and then get stuck into those emotions, you're not going to be able to work through what you need to work through, and then you're going to lower your frequency, lower your vibration, and then you're going to co-create from that level. And that really, I don't want that for you. No one wants that for you, because all of us here are light workers. All of us are here to serve, but you can only serve by keeping your frequency high. But that still means you've got to do the inner work. It's not about being in denial about what's going on. It's about connecting in to what it's making you feel, recognizing what's yours and what's not yours, right? Because there's going to be a lot of astral negativity that's going to be like a blanket all around us that we're going to constantly having to shift through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come more on lives. Now, I'm going to do more. Now, recognize that every time I go on live, it pushes me as well, because I'm channeling energy just as I'm talking, right? So I become a vessel for the goddess. I become a vessel for light to channel through me. But for me to be able to do that, I go through purification. So every time before I go live, like, I am pulling up those emotions, you know, I'm having tears run through me. It's pushing me because I'm running energy each time. So I won't necessarily do it every day, but I'm going to try and come more on live to support everybody who connects in. So what I'm going to ask you to do is to share this out as much as possible, so that more and more people are connecting in. We can get more and more people, to really be able to shift their own frequency, understand that higher perspective, so that they can work what they need to work through personally to be able to clear what they need to clear. I would love also you guys just to let me know where you're coming in from. So I know we've got quite a few people from the States already connecting in, which is amazing. So just let me know. So I've already done an energy update for this month. So for the energy update, what I do is I work with my EarthStar Temple members, and I facilitate a full transference healing on the group for that month. Which means that through that process, through working with them, I can read, because I can read the patterning, I can really read what's going on globally for everybody through that process. But also they get a full transference healing, which supports them throughout this whole month. What I'm also going to do, and what I'm committing to doing every week now, is to run a Sacred Circle of Fire ceremony on my EarthStar Temple members every week. And the reason I'm doing that is that there's so much negativity being released on the planet right now. And hi from Portugal, hi. And I haven't got my glasses, so sorry, I'm sort of squinting there a bit, but I can see it's from Portugal. And so what I'm committing to do for the EarthStar Temple members is to work with the Sacred Circle of Fire. Now, what the Sacred Circle of Fire ceremony does is it really supports the clearing through the lower astral energies, because what's happening globally, there is so much negativity being released. But the problem is, unless you know how to clear that within yourself and in your environment, it just kind of hangs there. And then each time more kind of gets released, more and more it kind of just solidifies. And that can be really, really toxic. So what I'm wanting to do, a lot of negativity, yes, Samantha, from South Carolina. Yes, Karen from Melbourne, Cindy from Houston, Athena, hi Athena from Melbourne. So yes, so what I'm committing to do is to now do a Sacred Circle of Fire once a week, and I feel that's for all the EarthStar Temple members. So what I feel that's going to do is really support you to, within your own environment and within your own energy field, is going to clear. It's like a massive detox every week, and I just feel right now is so important. So that's what I'm also committing to do. So not only committing to do a live more often, but also for the EarthStar Temple, a Sacred Circle of Fire every week to help support you clear the astral. It's really difficult to clear the astral, which is why when I do the Sacred Circle of Fire, I call on specific elements and specific elemental beings. I'm also going to do it on the land, on my sacred site land, as much as possible, as long as the weather is okay. I'm in the UK over here. So at the moment, the weather is beautiful, really beautiful, which is such a blessing, because when the sun is shining, it really does lift the spirits, right? So I will do them as much as possible on the land. Hi, Jen. Lovely to connect in with you. So yes, sorry, I'm just checking the live feeds there. So so please do share as much as possible. So that's one thing. Now there's a lot for this month, for this lunar month. Because I work, when I'm facilitating my group healings, I work with the lunar month. So I work with each new moon. So this new moon is in Aries, and actually the new moon in Aries is one of the best new moons for setting intentions and manifestations. So my suggestion for you guys, oh yes, you like the no magic. Yes, Samantha. So Samantha saying the no magic meditation in the EarthStar Temple is helping a lot. I'm so pleased. Working with the elementals right now is super powerful, especially for when you're working with the physical. And the reason for that is that the elementals really connect into the elements, and they hold a lot of magic to them, right? So yes, the gnome, I recorded a gnome meditation just for that, for working with the physical especially. So thanks, Samantha. That's a great reminder for everybody. That really supports. And so the new moon is in Aries. So really, what I feel is going to be so important is, especially now, is really keeping your frequency as high as possible. And it's like a reset button. To me, what is going on globally is a reset button for each one of us. So if you're spiraling into a negative place, you are going to be co-creating from that space of negativity. Please don't do that. Please, we are all going to go into those places, because it's a real dark night of the soul. But what is so important is to snap back into balance as quickly as possible, which is one of the reasons why I highly suggest meditating every day, or a couple of times a day, especially if you're pulling up a lot through a lot of triggers, and that is normal. That is absolutely normal. We are all going to get triggered through this. Get yourself back, whatever it takes for you to get yourself back into balance as quickly as possible, because you are going to be co-creating from whatever space you're in the most, right? So it's so important, and this is what I suggest. Please do not listen to the news. Please do not listen to negativity. You're going to be triggered enough right now, right? You're going to be triggered enough with everything that's going around. So be really precious of your space and what you allow into your space right now, because as a light worker, you are highly sensitive. So please don't get caught up in the negativity. Yes, you need to be aware of what's going on, but really limit that awareness. And don't overload your emotional system, your mental system, and your central nervous system with too much negativity. What's really important is to work through those feelings. And I suggest using the CAD process, which is connect, accept, and detach, which I talk a lot about in my Urban Goddess program and also in the Destiny program. Really connect into that if you are working with those guys. That's really, really important. Use it more so than anything right now, but also come back into balance, whatever it is that you need, whether it's your breath, whether it's working with balance. I suggest working with the chakra balance meditation that's in the EarthStar temple, so that every time you feel yourself spiraling down into that rabbit hole, into that negative rabbit hole, you can just put on that meditation or use whatever you use to get yourself back into balance as quickly as possible. Because right now, remember, with this new moon, you are co-creating. And really look at your intentions, what it is you want to you want to manifest. Now, one of the things I suggest is setting your intention to follow spirit, setting your intention to be a vessel for the goddess, setting your intention to serve your tribe, to serve your community, to be a vessel for the light, right? That I feel is so important. Hi, Karen from Melbourne as well. Hi. So many of us are in isolation, and I feel this is a place for you to really go within. It's like right now, almost, it's like a gift in terms of giving you that space to go within and to really connect with what's important for you right now. We don't have the distractions as much. We can't, for many of us, we can't go out to work. For many of us, we can't go out to this, we can't go to the cinema. We can't go to the pub. We can't go to the restaurant. Hi, Helen. Thanks for connecting in. Many of the things that we did, we can't do anymore. But one thing that you can absolutely do is connect with you and connect with what you're pulling up. Now, remember, your emotions that come up is mostly going to be a purification process. So don't overly attach with what you're feeling, right? So for this week, especially this week, it's all going to be around communication and all around the throat chakra. So what I am going to do tomorrow is I'm going to do a live all around the throat chakra and all around communication. And I'm also going to channel through a throat chakra meditation. I'm then going to put that throat chakra meditation in the EarthStar temple for you guys as well, so that you've got it there and you can work with it. Now, communication is going to be so important. Why? Because many of us are in our households, and are kind of confined with other people. And so how you communicate and how you work with that is so, so important. I'm also going to share with you different aspects of what the throat chakra really works with, including purification. It really works with purifying and also opening up your channeling abilities and really connecting in more with our higher self. So for many of us, that's what we're working with. So I feel that's going to be really important as well. So please do comment with the Instagram, or with Instagram on Instagram or on Facebook, anything that specifically you'd like me to look at, address, and I will look at that and see how I can serve you the most. But for the moment, it's going to be doing some more lives and also putting some more meditations, frequency meditations onto EarthStar Temple. And I also just want to finally, before I finish, just share with you that when, these are not just like kind of normal meditations. They're meditations where there's energy behind them. So just by listening in, there's going to be activations that happen for you just by listening in, which is why it's so much more harder for me to do them, because of the energy that's running through me as well in the lead up. Like, I go through a process just in the lead up to even do a live for you guys, but I also know how important it is as well. So, and that's the same with the frequency meditations. So when I'm channeling as well, there's a frequency behind those meditations, which means there's activations that are going on. There's energy encodements, there's light encodements behind it. So there's a lot more goes on that when you listen to what's going on. So, okay, guys. Thanks so much for connecting in. It's lovely to see you all connecting in live. And please do leave any comments or anything that that you're struggling with, that maybe I can support you guys with right now. But know that for this week, we're focusing mostly on the throat chakra, supporting to heal, open up, activate, and working with just communication in general. Okay, take care. Lots of love. Bye.